you've said before that I don't believe in taking right decisions. I take decisions, then I make them right. How did you come to build that philosophy?
I'm sorry, I'm going to upset you, but Facebook or Twitter that made that statement, it was never made by me.
That's not you. Well, that's awkward.
The experience I had with Jaguar Land Rover when we bought it. We bought it, and that's too long a story, when Ford decided to sell. And my friends sort of distanced themselves from me by saying, "What are you going to do with this?" Quite frankly, I didn't know. And that refrain changed from "what are you going to do with this" to "how stupid could you be to buy this?" So eventually, my first meeting with the workers at Coventry and JLR was a horrible question. What are you going to do with this plant? Are we going to close down some of the plants that we have, hardly using the capacity? And I just had no way to say that I knew what we were going to do. So finally, I stood up and said, why don't we do this? Why don't we shoulder to shoulder recreate the image that these two brands had and reignite the power of those two brands? I'm pleased to say that I did nothing more. The team at JLR, led by Ralph, who has been the leader that I think deserves this award more than me, and the team at JLR just made a huge difference in this company. And today, if I'm here to receive this award, I would like to say that I receive it with humility on behalf of Ralph and the team at JLR, who are truly the deservers of this award. But as the award can't be given to 20,000 people, I accept this on their behalf, and thank you, sir, for making this possible. It's a great, great honor for me. Thank you. Where did Microsoft, where did Apple, where did Amazon, where did Google, where did Facebook come from? They came from ideas that people felt something could be done and that they could make a difference. So as you go out into this world, I would hope that you, would look at being ethical and holding the value systems which you want this country to have. If you think you cannot make a difference, I'd say you very well can make a difference if you so desire. That you are humble as you look forward. If you speak or sit next to a Nobel laureate, he never tells you that he won a Nobel Prize. Other people tell you. So let humility be your best defense. And I would say that you always need to take a view that you have had the privilege of a good education. You need to give back to society some of the learning you have done to do something for your country and for society. And you shouldn't merely consider yourself successful based on the prosperity you gain for yourself, but you should go home at night feeling satisfied if you have made a difference. That difference is something each one of us can make. And we'll have failures and we've had frustrations, but it's a continued commitment that we have to the world around us, to ourselves and to the people of India.
Said something that stands out even today, that you felt all alone at the top.
Sorry?
That you felt all alone when you were the chairman of the Tata Group. And the fact that most of us will probably be leaders in the future, what can we expect?
I think there are many moments that most CEOs or chairmen feel that they're alone. It's almost an occupational hazard that you live with, where you either can't confide because it's not appropriate, or you stand alone against a tide of views or pushes where you don't feel that you need to be compromised. There was a time when one felt that the fabric of India and the ethical fabric of India was being eroded. And most companies, including ours, had to face an issue of dealing with this by participating in subjective activities, be they doing favors for people or actually paying. And the few times that we were approached and stood our ground and did not do that made me go home at night with this wonderful feeling that we didn't succumb. And anybody that says that you can't operate in India without paying, I think needs to look at us as an example, because we grew, and we grew from about 5 billion to 100 billion without participating in anything subjective. So industry can grow in India and you don't need to succumb. And I think that's the one thing I would say that was probably the loneliest moment or set of moments that one has, and one feels pleased that you were able to go through that period and not compromise your ideals.